She said she was living her dream life on a farm when in reality she was being held captive in a shipping container. This story proves you should never believe what you see on social media. It was 2019 near Hastings. Leah Ware was a mum of 3 and a massive animal lover. She struggled with her mental health and substances over the years and went through periods of unfortunately kind of withdrawing from everybody around her. Then in 2019, it felt like she'd turned a corner. She kind of soft launched this new guy on her social media, and from the outside looking in, it looked like she was really happy. Anyone would have been jealous to see her posts. You know, she was riding through farmland on horses. Looked like she'd moved into a lovely farmhouse called Little Bridge Farm. She was posting cute animals, looked like she was having a great time out in nature, but the reality was far from it. So obviously because of COVID, loads of things shut down, and like I said, Leah was no stranger to having periods of time where she did just kind of go off the radar, but time went on and less people were seeing her. Fast forward to the end of 2021 now, when a girl called Alexandra Morgan vanished. She was also a mum to 2 little children, and she was always a very good, reliable mum. She'd never just disappear and not contact her family. The day in question, she had told her parents that she was going on a spa day, but she just never came and picked the kids up. Police were contacted and she was reported missing, and the police were able to look at CCTV and track where she last was. They spotted her car driving up the lane to Little Bridge Farm. So police searched the farm and found this bizarre shipping container that honestly looked like somebody was living inside it. Very weird, and they then stumbled upon a man. This man was Mark Brown, and honestly from the body cam footage, he just looks dodgy. He goes, yeah, this is my place, I rent this land, what are you doing, who are you looking for? And they explained the situation to him and he denied all knowledge. But they'd got CCTV, like I said, of her car driving up to the farm and his car in front, almost leading the way. So they arrested him, and he eventually changed his story and admitted that he did know Alexandra. He said she'd left after 45 minutes and he didn't know where she'd gone. But why would you need to lie initially? Disturbingly, that CCTV also showed that days after she went missing and days after she'd driven up to the farm, somebody else removed her car off that property with fake number plates on it. And it wasn't Alexandra driving. Police eventually found the car abandoned and questioned everybody who knew Mark, including his colleagues. One colleague had a very interesting tale to tell. He was like, yeah, I remember Mark randomly having an oil drum to throw away, and he said that he thought it was kind of weird at the time but didn't think anything more of it. Why would he have a burnt out oil drum to get rid of? Police searched inside that very drum and found human teeth. Horrifically for her family, they were identified as Alexandra's teeth. Now, he was charged with murder, but something else incredibly disturbing was found on that farm. Remember Leah Ware? Medication with Leah Ware's name on it was found at the farm, but Leah was nowhere to be seen. By this point, nobody else had seen her for 6 months. Imagine that's how you find out that your loved one is missing. Oh yeah, this guy probably is her boyfriend. This was probably where she was staying, and this is also probably where this guy murdered another girl. Possibly one of the most shocking things about this is Mark Brown, who seemed to be kind of living on this farm, also was living a double life. He had a whole family a few miles away from the farm. And he was very much hiding in plain sight. He actually had a social media account, which the username of was so disturbing to me. I can't actually repeat it, but you can kind of fill in the blanks. It was Fisty Muck are pissed. So at this point, he's charged with the murder of Alexandra, and also now we're looking for Leah, and nobody can find her anywhere. Police scoured the property and heartbreakingly found bones. Now, although these weren't Leah's bones, they were the bones of her sweet little Pomeranian dog. And it turned out that Mark had been holding Leah captive in that shipping container, controlling everything that she did and even stealing money off her. Later down the line, it was revealed that he told an old school friend online. I'm going to be very careful how I word this. It happened again not very long ago when disposing of something. An old oil drum, 5 litres of diesel. The evidence was piling up at this point. It was very much looking like Mark was a double murderer. Despite Leah's body never actually having been found, he was charged with both of these murders. He tried to weasel out of Alexandra's murder by ultimately trying to claim that she'd fallen on his farm and he'd burned her body in a panic. The jury saw right through this though, and he was found guilty of double murder and given life in prison with a minimum of 49 years.